let's see if I can do this, folks. So I'm leaving Ironclad. I'm gonna see if I can flip this video over to me. Oh snap, I can, folks. So I'm walking the car, chest workout and biceps. Biceps, all I did was the big bar. I'm literally talking the 45-pound Olympic bar. I am covered in sweat. But folks, I got my workout in. Let me see. I don't know how many times I can't. I have to turn off the video. This is my whip. It's dirty. It's old man status. Camry S. You know why? Yes, I have two necks right now. I got kids. I gotta have something comfortable, safe, and reliable. Oh, folks, I am slammed. But it was nice, folks. I'm filming video straight up because I want to say I left Ironclad, and I'm happy. That's like the closest thing to a Bev Francis or a Mecca we have out here. I think it's like Kissimmee Iron. So we shout out to Kyle. Just met him, another guy who's from New York, like I am. Lifts weights. I mean, he's making me look like a baby. I love it, but they did a video like 3 months ago, and he was benching on the machine. You know, you put the free weights, but you don't. A lot of us don't lie on our back anymore. It's not even. I think the science isn't even safe. I'm not sure, but he had me doing 2 plates and 2 sets at like 3 or 4, like being a sissy, like I was being. And there's no offense if that's you, but I'm strong. I know I am. I was being scared. Folks, go to the gym, lift weights, hang out with other meatheads. You know, we talked about who's the best. We all agreed there was. I think Lee Haynes came out talking trash. You know, he has 8. We all agree it's Ronnie Coleman's number 1, Phil Heath number 2, 3 is probably Jay Cutler or Dexter Jackson. I mean, we're talking about, I think it was not Keon, there's another guy we're talking about. He's in like 220 or lower, but his posing routine is just fantastic. It's just fantastic. Sorry, folks, I had to pause while I put my money in my wallet back in my pocket because I don't always take it to the gym, depending on what kind of pants I have. I don't want to risk losing something or dropping something or whatever. And I'm here. Oh, folks, I can get my whole chest workout in like 30 minutes if I do it fast, folks. And if you see I'm covered in sweat, it's good. I do flat bench. I do a pyramid as far as I go lightweight to heavyweight, then back down. I do a narrow grip as I go up. Can you see my fingers? I go up. I guess it's reversed. And then I do the opposite coming down. Then I go to the incline bench. I do cables with that. I have some dumbbells I'm a monkey with later. And I say monkey because the Ironclad, the guy who bought it, King Tolo, his Ironclad poster right now has this huge like gorilla or monkey that's just massive. Just supposed to be a primal primate. That's all we are, folks, in a lot of ways. You know, we're more than monkeys. We're more than animals. You know, I say we are men because my video content's filmed mostly for men. If that offends you, I'm sorry. You know, find another channel. But folks, get your workout in, man. I had my son's birthday party, even though it's not his birthday. His friends came, I'm lugging ice bag. I paid $4 a bag of ice. $4. Ridiculous. Redonkulous. I bought like 6 of them? Yeah. Ridiculous. You gotta pay for ice. But the kids had juice. We had pizza. I hope this kid knows how much money I spent on his birthday. I hope he knows. I dropped a fortune, folks. Inflation, I don't always see it because I'm always prepped, so I have food and stuff, and I have like, I don't even know, 7 or 8 pounds of protein in my house. I have enough creatine to last another 3 months, let's say at least. I have some protein bars. You get the point. I got ramen noodles. I got frozen meatballs. I buy hamburgers by the sleeve. I had my wife cook 8 of them the other day. And yes, I had her cook because I was at work. That's the reason I would cook otherwise. And shout out to my boss. Usually I work Saturdays. They let me have to be with my family, which I appreciate. I even showed them a little video of my kids saying thank you to my bosses because, you know, you gotta give love when you're giving love. There's another guy at my job who's not mine, but closer. And he put a post yesterday too. He's like, I'm so surprised and so happy. He's like, I almost want to cry. He's like, even being a boss and a head manager, I've never been treated the way I'm treated now. And I was like, man, I fully understand this. I said, we are treated very good. We are paid well. And we're treated like people. It's fantastic. So lesson, folks, here is work out. Go somewhere where you're appreciated for your work. Spend time with your family. Sheepdogs unite. Right now, the riots in LA are crazy. People are throwing rocks at cars. You know, wherever you stand on the immigration, illegal, this, that, and the other, deportation. Violence is very rarely the answer, folks. Let's just be honest. Violence is very rarely the answer. Be careful. I think next week on Saturday is a big parade. It's also Trump's birthday. There's a military parade. The tanks are coming in. There's protests, I think, lined up for everywhere except for D.C. Just be careful, folks. Know your routes. Know where you're going. Stay home if you can if you're in an area that's hot. You know, I've seen people always printed signs. How do they show up to a rally that wasn't even planned and they had all these printed signs? See, folks, there's always someone that's fomenting trouble. Yes, fomenting. Fomenting. Not fermenting, not fermentation. Fomenting trouble. There are people out there that are causing ruckus. You know, there are people who make money off of pain. There are people that want cheap labor. There are people that want illegals here. I saw one guy, he was saying that all these army age men who've come in the last couple of years, that are here illegally, that are here semi-legally because of the last president, this, that, and the other. This is his opinion, not mine, so don't get mad. People saying they're ready to jump into the fray. Now, we don't know that. This is just pros so far, but they were throwing rocks at cars with people in them. Going through the windshield, the side windows. I wouldn't even do it this way. Because if you get caught when they geofence and find your phones and they see your face and they know where you're going, and you get caught, you're catching felony charges. You're doing Fed time, folks. And if you're just like a protester who's like, I don't care, I'm fighting, and you're not a hard cat, you're not ready for that, you might not like what they do to you in jail. And those same people you were protesting, the correction side of it, they might not protect you. I don't know, though, because the mayor in LA was saying they're not going to stand for this, but federal law does trump local law. By the on the different take, same taste, same flow, the states have their own rights. I don't know. I'm in Florida, though. Where I'm at right now, there's Layton Gaming, No-Nos, and Ironclad. There's a couple other stuff, but nothing else really brings people here. My parking lot here is always full now because it's Layton Gaming. But shout out to Layton because I gave get my son Pokémon cards, so thank you for existing. All right, folks, I'm out of here. I'm going to go have some protein and pizza. By that I mean I'm going to have a protein shake, 2 burgers, no bread, no cheese, no condiments, creatine, vitamins. And yeah, folks, I'm taking Focus Factor vitamins, and I actually feel like they work for my brain. And they have a lot of ingredients that men's vitamins have anyway. So I don't get paid for this. I bought my own, and I sold them for 20% off at Walmart clearance section. Always check your Walmart clearance section. That'd be the 4th rule. You know, a lot of supplements have trash. Look for ones that, I think it's like it has like a cyanide derivative that's in like the B12 and a lot of vitamins. So be careful, because you're posing yourself or your kids or your spouse or your significant other, your party mate, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. It's 8 o'clock. The sun's still up. I'm happy, folks. I'm happy to film that little video there. And I got to figure out the intros. Will tried to show me. Thank you, Will. I remember I started working as an agent, you were a manager, and the first time I was taking a soup call, I asked a question to another manager, we'll leave that out here. They answered it almost condescendingly. I asked you and you explained in like 2 seconds. Then we started discussing like, what do you call that? Like 2A in business, and we know what the company we worked for was doing, and why they, how it worked, and I'm no longer there. He still is. He's happy. I'll link his channel, but he does a lot of YouTube about his family and about cruises. If you're going on cruises, he'll tell you about tipping, where you should stay. He told me what cruise to avoid and, where you're going to see the most people acting ignorant. And yes, ignorant, not ignorant, ignorant. I gotta go. Peace.